Okay, so we're back for round two. Technical difficulties. I don't know what the heck went on there before. Somehow I added myself to the stream twice, and I couldn't take myself out of it, so it was a lot of reverb and whatnot. So, hey, everybody, welcome. We're going to talk about some weird stuff today, some weird practices they used to use with kids from like the 1910s to the 1960s. So hopefully you've joined me again. Sorry about that, and we'll see you in a minute. Boom! Let's do this. Okay. All right. We should be good. I'm always curious about this music. Like last time I started it, I used this music, and it's called Daydreaming. But I don't know if it's too loud, like with me talking. And I think this would probably be better for like, I'm talking about some serious topic or something. But I've got Sit Squatch here with me. All right. I just have him sitting on top of a water bottle. He's my little pal. So welcome to Counter with Katie. I'm kind of hiding it, like there it is up there. But we're going to talk about some weird stuff, you guys. And so I'm trying something new as well. I put everything on, okay, hang on one second here. I put everything on Google Slideshow. All right. So I have to figure out my view. Because I'd like you to like see, start from the beginning. Okay. Oh, see, but then it gives the whole screen. Okay. So you're just with me with my little things tonight. I'm going to share the screen and we're going to talk about this because it's weird. Okay. So, but this is cool because what I'm trying to do is find something. So the unpleasant thing is that you see all of that in there. So what I'm trying to do is view slideshow. Let's see if we do that. View slideshow. How does that work? Does that look good? There we go. All right. These are baby pics from Olden Times. And like I said before, Olden Times is not, the technical word, but check these out. So I shared a couple in my story today, and I just come across these things and then I get interested, and these are how I think of, what I want to share and whatnot. So here's the first one. All right, 1910s. Don't touch the baby. So I'm also getting better at giving credit to where the pictures come from, so you can see that in there. Okay, so if you lived in this era, experts would probably encourage you to put a baby in an oversized shoe before they would allow you to cuddle your little one. Okay, seriously, where are they getting this oversized shoe? Like, do you just have something sitting around that can fit a baby? I mean, I know a baby can be up to 10 pounds, maybe a little more. I mean, that would be insane. But where are you getting a shoe that you can stick a baby in? And it's weird because it says they believed that handling your baby as little as possible was a good thing. Isn't that weird? Okay, so next up is in the 1910s. And so basically what I did was I went from the 1910s to about the 1960s for now, okay? So no lefties, okay? So up through the 20s, many parents believe that left-handedness should be trained away, often resulting in the use of painful braces. So does that make you think, I'm glad I was born when I was born? You think about so what I'm going to talk about at the end of today's podcast is just a little update on all the feels and stuff, and then just not judging others and whatever, right? So how weird is this? What if you were born back then and you're a natural lefty and they made you become a righty or whatever? Oh, hi. I don't think they call them righties, okay? So up next we have, also in the 1910s, watch your thoughts. Moms-to-be of the 1910s were told that in order to have a beautiful baby like this cute little one, they must They must, whoa, what's going on here? So, oh my God. Oh, okay, hang on a second. Stop sharing. I think I might have messed up now. Let me find my Google Slides. Here we go. I'm very sorry. All right, slideshow. All right, here we go. Sorry. You guys, I'm so sorry. You're just dealing with all my crap tonight. It just makes things more real. You know what I'm saying? I've got a comment. I lost your audio for some reason. Am I alone? Are you guys not hearing me? So, Shaylin, if you're not hearing me and you're seeing the audio for some reason. Okay, yeah, no, I've got audio. So if you're seeing the audio and you're reading it by closed captions, it means your volume is turned off. I had to deal with this before. Okay, so let me pull this back up again. I'm so sorry. We're going to share. So all this is new, right? I just have to figure out how to do this the best. Okay, so here we are. And then I'd like to view... How do I view this? Okay, so I'm just going to have to go through this. Baby pics. Where was I at? Okay, so this one is like, okay, so... If you want to have a pretty baby or a nice looking baby, don't think ugly thoughts, okay? Okay, whatever. Now this one's funny. The world is your playpen, okay? Oh, all right. Are we not getting this? Okay, here we go. You seeing this now? All right, here we go. The world's your playpen. So fresh air is great, but in the 1920s, this thought was taken to the extreme when experts advised parents to keep their kid outside all day. So Shaylin says she's back. Thank you. And Brian says loud and clear. Awesome. Shaylin says I'm back and I'm good. It was my blue teeth or your Bluetooth. That's freaking awesome. I know. Well, this happened to me before. And so like, hey, listen, we're just real here, right? You know, so this happened to me before. My friend was like, hey, I can't hear you. So I started the podcast over and then I didn't need to because it just ended up being like an issue like that, which is fine because hello, you just saw my technical difficulties earlier. So, okay, putting the glasses back on because I'm reading about these things. Okay, so next up we have, I shared these on my stories today, 1930s baby cages. Are you kidding me? So the line of thinking here is that babies needed outdoor exposure, right? So it continued all the way into the 30s. So I think I have another one out there. Oh, well, 1920s, keep them outside. 1930s, if you live in a high-rise or something, okay? It says, when these frightening home accessories made their debut was in the 1930s, roughly the size of an in-window air conditioner, these portable porches were designed to allow city children in tall buildings to get their recommended dose of fresh air and sunshine. Now, I don't know about you, but that is terrifying to me. Terrifying. Because what if... I mean, air conditioning units have fallen off of buildings, out of windows. What if, like, a screw comes loose and your baby tumbles to the ground in this baby cage? That is, like, insane to me. And I get it. And maybe this is pre-patio days, but no, thank you. Right? Okay, so next up we have... Oh, shoot, can I go back? This is what happened before. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. So this is what I'm learning, you guys. It's probably not easier to do this, but I'm going to bring it back up again, and I'm going to go from the beginning. It's showing me the same one. Phooey. Let's see if I can go back. You guys must love me. I'm so cool, right? I'm just the coolest person. All right, I'm going to go through it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we are. Don't even think about traveling. Don't even think about it. So pregnant women throughout time are subject to many rules, which range from good advice to ones that are just seem crazy, okay? But roughly... this one falls into the latter category. The recommendation to not travel at all, even in a car, so was a risk that one should not take in 1935. So even a car ride, like I said, was at risk. So all the traveling was to the young women, which was one of my favorite movies is, it's that one with Marilyn Monroe, Some Like It Hot, and they're traveling in a train. It's kind of cool. Okay, so next up, if I could actually get to this and do it right, okay. It's never too early to think about potty training. So there was a pamphlet that the U.S. government actually put out in 1932, and it suggested that one should start toilet training immediately after their baby was born. Immediately after their baby is born. Is that crazy? Okay, so Shaylin says, I think a lot of the outdoor stuff came after they found out all the positive effects it had during the influenza outbreak. Exactly. They'd keep patients outside as much as possible to soak up the vitamin D. And yeah, you have a good point there, because I should have found that other one to share, but they did actually do a thing, it was in Germany, I think, where they left babies outside for like a long time to get them used to the environment and expose them to germs. So what an interesting time we're living in, right? Because that's not what we're doing now. So yes, thanks for sharing that, Shaylin. Okay, so next up is 1940s. Whoa, back away from the radio. Okay, so it says, technology has always inspired debate, particularly how it affects pregnant women. So in 1947, a pamphlet published by the Canadian government warned that women should not listen to the radio at loud volumes. Why? Why, you say? They simply could get too excited. I mean, don't let them find out for themselves. And the controversial thing, I think, is, you know, the pregnancy part. But, I mean, insane. Okay? All right, next up. I did it again. All right, we're going to skip one. The other one was a thumb-sucking thing, which I'll share with you later because I've just gone through this too much. So this one, look at this picture. It's insane. 1950s. Traveling with a baby wasn't a hinder to the family vacation thanks to the 1958 invention of the sky cot, which held babies amongst your luggage. So here's the thing that I'm thinking. What baby do you know would actually sit up there and not cause a problem? Not cause a problem. Okay? And look at everybody. Look at everybody in this picture. They're all like, yeah, man. I'm so relaxed. I feel great. And look at all the room. Like, I wish we had that room in our planes now, right? So it says, a long plane trip with a lap-held baby is no fun for a mother. And British Overseas Airways Corporation decided to do something about it. The result? Well, demonstrated in the picture. It's called the sky cot. All right, it fastens securely to the parcel rack overhead, has a protective net to keep the little one from popping out in rough air, and still keeps him handy for those much needed maternal attentions. But if you really look at that, okay, if you really look, he or she or they, whatever, the luggage is not strapped down. The luggage is not strapped down. I have a sad face on something up here and I don't know why. So maybe they're just sad that I'm talking about baby stuff, or like the treatment that one of the babies had. All right, so here's an unusual birthing plan from the 1950s. Okay, if you're ready for this one. Now, this is not an actual picture, so this is the cool one. Let me share with you where I got this information. So what I'm using now is from Good Housekeeping. Okay, so what they said was, birthing plans can be hot topics for debate nowadays. But back in the 50s, author Patricia Carter made waves for her particularly unique attitude toward childbirth. Her plans for at-home childbirth meant that that you stop your chores for an hour and you have a couple of highballs beforehand. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So it says, this photo is not of her, but we imagine her having the casual air of this model about the topic. So imagine a lot of pregnant ladies right now going, I think I'll have a highball, you know? All right, another comment. Shaylin says, maybe they were sedated by all the nicotine at the top part of the cabin. That's exactly true. You know, I have actually, I have something in here about smoking, so you'll see that. Okay, so next up, we have, in the 1950s, advice for new mothers? Strip. Well, how catchy is that title, okay? Says, mothers who reported feeling sad about after their babies were born were not instructed to see a doctor or a psychiatrist, but instead to strip furniture, according to a 1958 issue of Mother and Baby. Because as you all know, nothing cures your sadness like stripping. Right? All right, next up we have crying is exercise. So this is also in the 1950s. So there's obviously a lot, okay? Baby on the verge of tears, do nothing. One handout from the time period told new mothers that a lusty cry was great exercise for one's baby. Well, this also results in gravelly voices, which is just fine. But it's so far from what we do today, right? So Shaylin, thanks for all your participation today. Okay, next up we have 19. Okay, now this one for me goes for lots of things. No baby proofing. You can just, oh, hi, there I am. Hello. So, in the 50s, experts believed that baby proofing, now here's the difference, okay? Baby proofing was a sign of lazy parenting, and that a child can learn what not to touch with the help of the mother yelling at them to put stuff down. Has that ever worked? Has that ever worked? Now, listen, we didn't have baby proof stuff when I was a baby, right? So I still didn't stick my finger in the light socket and stuff, and mom didn't yell at me not to. So it's cracks me up where some of these come from. What are your thoughts? Okay, next up we have some coffee? Have some coffee? All right. In the 60s, now we've advanced to the next decade, okay? In the 1960s, doctors' orders were, in the 1966 edition of obstetrics textbook, it said that expectant mothers should, oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Prepare for your eyebrows to raise sharply, this says. In a 1962 book, Dr. Walter Sackett recommended giving black coffee to babies, starting at 6 months of age. Okay? All right. This would be the same as a guy who recommended serving bacon and eggs to babies starting at 6 weeks. Babies, well, says, never too young to act like Don Draper. You guys know who that is? All right, next up we have, this is the one, doctor's orders. See what's going on there? Okay, so in a 1966 edition of obstetrics textbook, obstetrics textbook, said that expectant mothers could safely smoke. You should guess this. How much do you think a mother could safely smoke? Every single day. Every single day. I know I'm not doing a little contest thing tonight, but half a pack of cigarettes a day, it says. All right, Shaylin says, yeah, get loaded on highballs, caffeine, and varnish fumes, and all your troubles will go away. Well, of course, you can smoke half a pack of cigarettes, and you guessed a pack, so good guess, my friend. Good guess. Okay, so next up we have the maternity diet. I'm almost done. In the 70s, oops, I moved my page. In the 70s, it says, though maternity wear was experiencing new trends, as you can see here, okay, the diet advice seemed a bit more old-fashioned. Experts advised pregnant women to eat plenty of liver. Ugh. So, like, I used to say things all the time, like, the only things I don't really like are peas and liver. Like, I'm not a fan of peas. I'll eat peas. I'll eat them if I have to. Okay? I'll eat them in a salad. But liver? No. Although I did used to eat Vienna sausages, which is not liver, but it's disgusting all the same. So, so Nisi says, and drink Guinness. That's the best plan, I think. All right, I got a couple more. So next up we have, no, this is from a different site. So this is, I got this from MabelMoxie.com, vintage baby gear that would horrify us now, okay? And so there's a couple more pretty interesting devices. This is called the Skinner Air Crib. No, it's not an aquarium for your child. So this psychologist B.F. Skinner in 1944 invented the air crib, and it's basically it is an infant aquarium, okay? But despite what it looks like, it was not created to put babies on display, but to keep them in a perfectly controlled temperature and humidity environment. So the interesting thing to me is, sure, you can control it maybe when they're babies like that, but you can't do it for the rest of their lives. So what's the intention when they're babies? Is it because they're so delicate when they're babies? What's the real skinny there, you know? So it says, he believed that children should not be bundled up, but free to move around. But however, he recognized that this could keep them from being warm or warm enough at times. So this was the solution he came up with, which actually they say makes a lot of sense, but also states the benefits probably outweigh the feeling that I would get seeing my baby in a glass cage throughout the day. I mean, it's kind of a serious, weird thing, don't you think? Okay. That's hysterical. Sean Roach says, looks like an oven. It totally does. Sorry. That just tickled me. That's hilarious. It totally does. All right, we just got a couple more now. Okay, so next up we have show them how it's done. Well, listen, look at how happy that baby is right there. Like, is that adorable or what? And I think we all had versions of this growing up. I can't get over that. That was really funny. So if your baby's not learning to walk fast enough, it's probably because you haven't tried one of these metal walkers yet. So that was made of metal, so you can't see in the black and white picture, okay? We're sure that there's more than a dozen reasons this thing would get recalled today, starting with those weird metal loops your baby could get their arms stuck in, and ending with that metal tray that they could chip a tooth on. This parent probably didn't realize that as soon as this baby could walk, the real adventure in parenting begins. Rookie mistake. So here's the thing that I want to know, okay? Obviously, these babies made it through all these ridiculous rules and contraptions and stuff, right? So I kind of want to like research statistics on certain things, right? Like, so like I didn't wear a helmet when I rode a bike as a kid. I know it's a better idea, but sometimes I don't want to wear a helmet when I ride my bike. So like, I just want to know the stats on did these things, because obviously, you know, it must not have been that bad, because they would have had a lot more dramatic happenstances, you know? All right. Oh, this is the piece de resistance. Look at this. This is so creepy. This is the creeping baby doll. Okay, I'm going to get comments on this one. I know it. Nisi says, why didn't they invent a baby treadmill yet? I know exactly, right? Like there's people that would be concerned about, ooh, the baby's chubby or whatever, which baby chub is the best. Okay, look at this, you guys. This was in, well, I don't even know. It doesn't say what year it was. Oh, here it is. This model of a mechanical crawling baby doll. Oh, I'm going to leave the year blank. You guys guess. Guess what year? Guess what year or decade? Shot says, whoa, I know, it's creepy, right? Okay, so this one was patented in a certain year, and I'll come back and say, if somebody wants to guess, because it would be fun. It was said to move naturally like a real baby. Does that look natural to you? Does anything about this look natural to you? So Sean guesses 1930. No, it's before then. So keep guessing, guys. Okay, so it says so it was said to move naturally like a real baby and possibly promote early crawling in your little one. Ooh. Heather Bennett says 1870. What the hell? Did you look this up? You looked it up. You're an asshole. Just kidding. Because you got the year exactly right, 1871. I think Heather looked it up. You're not an asshole. I don't know why I said that. I love you. Okay, so after seeing this, my nightmares tonight will consist of the creeping baby doll chasing me around the house, gaining more and more speed until my own infant tries to put a stop to it and gets her fingers crushed on all those sharp exposed gears. I mean, look at that. That's got to be the worst. Oh, shit. I called my friend an asshole. And you know I don't mean that. The tag says 1871. Darn it. I thought I was being cool. So Nisi says medieval times, lol. I know. You know what? Yeah, well, I'm cool. I am so cool because I did not see that. But this is the creepiest thing to me. Well, and things now, like even from when, you know, I and many of my friends were kids, things are different, and things were, they held up better then, you know, but this is just a really fun little thing to show you, because people used to think crazy things. So and I could go off on a tangent with this, with like naturopathic medicine and things like that. Which Sit Squatch got out of the way there. But we'll talk about that at a different time. But I just wanted to keep it light. It actually lasted longer than I thought. It's just hysterical. I love looking this stuff up, and we're still, like I keep saying, we're still living in tumultuous times. Okay, so we don't know. Oh yeah, okay, so that's the same one. We don't know what people are going through, so just treat each other with kindness, guys, because we're all in this together. And I've been in a little funk lately. It's weird. Even those of us that try to keep us ourselves up at this certain level can't do it all the time. So just be kind. You know what I mean? As Sit Squatch would say, the journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. And then you know what I say, the Horgan loves you. Peace and love. Thanks for joining me tonight. It was a blast. I will see you next week. Heather Bennett and I are going to do, and if the panel, Nisi, Teresa and Summer, maybe we'll do everybody. We'll do some kind of Valentine's Cater with Katie, which will be really fun. So, got a comment. Yay. Okay, I'm not going to use my glasses. This is the thing with getting older, right? Love you, DC. I can't wait to see you again. All right, you guys have a great night. Love you. Mwah. See you next week. It's going to be either Monday or Wednesday, okay? I'll let you know. Bye.